How you feeling? Got John Riggs here. How awesome do I look in my new shades? I can't see anything out of them. These are Eclipse glasses, because the Eclipse is coming up here in just a few weeks. And these will allow you to see the eclipse. There's nothing, I mean, I could put it right up to the thing here. Okay, here's what it looks like. Yeah, hey, great. Here's what it looks like when you're wearing them. Nuttin'. Whole lot of nuttin'. But when you're looking at the sun, you can see something with them. So if you need your Eclipse glasses, I'll leave a link in the description on where you can find Eclipse glasses like this. So, got John Riggs here. Thank you for being with me. I'm going to unbox a few things, unpack a few things. I was in Seattle more than I'd like to admit this last week and a half. Going to the Seattle Children's and all that for my son. And while I was there, I had a little bit of time to shop around a little bit to the Goodwills and half-price books. And I'll do some video of that here, like later on, in a couple days or so. I'll get that video footage. There was not a whole lot to talk about, but I did stop by and I grabbed they had this at Goodwill, the WCW Ultimate Guide. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I'm a huge, you know what's funny? I haven't really watched a whole lot of wrestling recently, but I'm a huge wrestling fan from like the 80s, the 90s, into the Attitude Era. You know, I love the New Day and all that, but I liked the Monday Night Wars. Of course, me living on the West Coast, there were no Monday Night Wars. I would watch WCW first, and then WWE was time delayed. So I'd watch Raw, or I'd watch Nitro, and then flip the channel after Nitro was over, and then I'd watch Raw. And I'm looking through the list of all the wrestlers, and no Riggs, really? From Raven's Flock, Riggs, the best guy on the whole WCW roster, my man, Riggs, of course. Nothing. All right, well, I'll go through this. I'll go through this book later on. Maybe I'll do a review of it. Probably not. But pick that up, and then also at Half Price Books, they had a bunch of stuff on their clearance rack. And when I mean clearance, I mean their clearance area is like $2 DVDs. I was thinking about it. My kids have never seen Beetlejuice, and I was like, well, $2, even if they watch it once and I throw it away, that's worth it to me. So I'll check that out. Yeah, I love musicals. I love singing concert things, Glee in concert. I got that for my wife, but I'll probably check it out too. And then these I thought was very cool that they had at Half Price Books. They had version 3, the Mega 64, on DVD for $2. I think it's worth more than that, but you know, not gonna question them. And then these I thought were especially cool too. This is the PAX 07 and PAX 08 DVDs for the Penny Arcade Expo. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, could check that out, and it shows like a little bit of like what was going on that year and all that. So I didn't even know they made these. So and I've been to PAX the last 3 years. I've already been approved for my media passes for this year for PAX. So if you're going to PAX in Seattle this year, I'll be come out and find me. I'll be around there somewhere. Worked out a trade for this. I got Slain for the PlayStation 4. Haven't even opened it up yet. It's an exclusive to the UK, the physical version anyway, and it looks completely awesome. It looks like my kind of game, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And thanks to my buddies at Limited Run Games, paying customer, I bought this. Had to check out Broken Age as well. Broken Age, this is a Double Fine Productions. Love the guys who do like, Pyronauts. There you go, yeah. Pyronauts, love that. Looking forward to this. I like what Limited Run Games is doing. I don't buy all of their games, but I buy the games I actually want to play, and the games I buy, I actually play. Put that over there for now. And there's some great new games coming out from them soon too. Like I'm looking forward to a physical version of like Wonder Boy. Yeah, there's always something coming up too. And then this too, I just picked this up at Half Price Books. I got video of that too, and again, the video will be out later. I never knew this existed. I love compilation discs. I love the games that have like a bunch of games on there. And every time I saw this, I mistook it for like the Genesis collection, which they also have. This is the arcade classics done 3D wise. Now the 3D isn't actually the best. However, I mean Outrun, Golden Axe, Space Harrier, there's some great games on here, and it was only a few bucks. So glad to have that, and I'm always happy to have that. Now this, I want to share this with you really quickly here. This is a prototype. The Kickstarter is active now, so I'll leave a link to this Kickstarter if you want one of these. This is perfect for your husband, ladies, if you're married, or fellas. This is the perfect thing to get for your bathroom. It is the toilet timer. The toilet timer. What it is, here I'll show you, is it's an hourglass. See what's going on there? The hourglass is like 7 minutes, 8 minutes long. and just flip it over when you're in the restroom. That way you're not spit, you know, because guys, traditionally, you know, I'll bring my Game Boy in there or something like that. You know, it's like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave the bathroom, you know, in the middle of an article or in the middle of a level. But this is the, like, hey, as soon as this is done, that means you're done. This is all the time you get in the bathroom and move on with your life. So the toilet timer, it's active on Kickstarter, and I'll leave a link in the description below on where you can kickstart this and have one of these. This is a prototype. The final version will be probably cooler than this. But I just saw this and I thought it was hilarious. You know, I need something like this myself, because I'm always like, you know, half an hour later, I'm still sitting there, you know, checking Instagram or something. Few things to unbox. I already opened them, but I haven't actually looked through them yet. This is from my buddy on Twitter reached out to me for this one. I was lamenting about how I needed a new CPAP mask. Now I have sleep apnea. I need to wear a CPAP mask. Because I didn't know this happened in real life. Because my sleep apnea prescription expired, as if I all of a sudden got better. I can no longer just buy a CPAP mask. And we have a couple of places in our town that sell supplies like that, but they all require insurance. And they're like, well, we need your insurance information so we can bill insurance. And I'm saying, never mind that, I will pay out of pocket. And they're like, well, no, you can't just buy it out of pocket. You need your insurance approval. I'm like, I already have sleep apnea. I already have a CPAP. I just need a new mask. And the mask I've been using for far too long. It's falling apart. It's literally, I mean, I could show it to you. I don't want to gross you out, though. It's clean. It's just, I've super glued it together because it keeps falling apart. That's the severity of the whole thing. I can't even find, I used to have an awesome cloth CPAP mask just for the nose. It's all I need. And they wouldn't sell me one. And so I was like, oh man, it sucks that you have to have like, but I learned, I guess you can get CPAP supplies through Amazon, and I should do that too. But somebody reached out on Twitter saying, hey, I have a spare CPAP mask. It needs a little rubber end part. But the rest of it's good to go, man. So thank you for this. Very clean. I'm looking forward to it. I know this is kind of weird. It's like, you know, video game stuff, and then here's this. But congestive heart failure, you know, maybe something that you're into. And, well, here's a note right here. And if you're snoring, and that's the other thing, too, is I didn't... How do I say this without sounding completely lame? Like, I probably had it for years and years and years. I didn't know I had sleep apnea until I started sleeping with someone else, like in the same bed, when they would say, hey, you know, in the middle of the night you stop breathing. I might get that like that. So if that's your case too, then good to go. The note says, hello, Mr. Riggs, this is the CPAP mask. If I find the other pieces, I'll send them. I think the nose piece is easier to get a hold of than the mask itself. Love your work. I got my tickets to PRGE. So if you'll be there, I'll buy you a beer. I am going to be there. I will happily accept your beer. For sure, man. Yeah, Jesse, let's hang out for sure. I've enclosed a picture of the Super Nintendo Classic, as it's the closest any of us are ever going to get to it. There's a photo of it. I'm sorry if yours was pre-ordered and then failed through that. And Jesse, man, out of my own heart, boxes of cereal. Fruit Loops, love it. Apple Jacks, one of my top 5 favorite cereals of all time. Apple Jacks, probably even in my top 3. So thank you, Jesse, and thank you for the CPAP mask. We do. The place in town that won't sell me a CPAP mask, they will sell you the supplies without a prescription. So, and I can get a little, I'm sure I can get the rest of that there too. So thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Looking forward to that beer at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. This one is from my buddy Ryan at Castlemaniagames.com, where you can buy all of your Repros supplies and other cool gadgets and whatnot. And promo code if you want to save 10% at Castlemaniagames.com. I'll post that in the description as well. If my calculations are correct, you should receive the replacement 3.8 bits shortly after the DeLorean was struck by lightning. Please continue repairing games and do not attempt to alter the past. Just pressure it. Your friend in time, Ryan. P.S. The Genesis controller. Oh, there is a Genesis controller in here. Is to welcome that new batch of games you got. Well, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. And yeah, the other day I was trying to fix Castlevania 3, but I couldn't find my security bit, so he sent over a new 3.8 millimeter security bit. So thank you. And then yeah, let's check out this. Oh, this looks really nice. And one of these, a new Genesis controller. I could always use one of these. Yeah. This one looks probably in better condition than the one I'm currently using, so Genesis controller too, 6-button controller, I love it. So, and if you need one of these, again, Castlemaniagames.com has this and so much more. I've done a few of their unboxings, and what they have there. Finally, we got a big box. Oh my goodness. One last box. Oh, I can already see what it is. I'm already super happy. Is my bald head, you know what? I'm done with that. Bald and proud, my friend. Hi, John. Sorry it's taken me a while to get back, Take 2, pause for editing and action. How about that? Sorry it's taken me a while to make good on these, but thanks to the delay, I found those bells you asked for. Hopefully, you and the girls are will enjoy these, and best wishes to Lily on her recovery. Thanks, she's recovering nicely, actually. These are nice and soft. I think you said you don't read much, but I've also included one of my books. I can't make homebrews or hacks, but I can write pretty good. Best, Eugene. This is from E.C. Myers. E.C. Myers is on YouTube as well. You can check out a link in his description, or check out a link to his videos. All right, I've mentioned this before, and I love junk food. I love snacks, especially things I can't get here in the Northwest. And one thing that you can't get here in the Northwest are Tastykakes. We have Hostess. Hostess is terrible. I'm done with them. The new host, I like the old Hostess. The new Hostess not doing it for me. Here in the Northwest, we have Fran's Bakery, and they're great. And we have Little Debbie. We have Insimmons, donuts or something like that, whatever that's called. But we don't have these. And somebody turned me on to these in Southern California. I think was it Luis in Southern California that he sent me some of these too, and I was like, dude, these are the best things ever. So these are peanut butter flavored cupcakes. I've never had those. He sent over a variety pack, by the way. Oh my goodness. One of these is missing. That's okay. This is the just buttercream iced cupcakes. We have cream filled chocolate cupcakes. I can feel my cavity growing already. This was what turned me on to these. I found out about Tastykakes. One of my wife's friends was saying, you like ding dongs? Ding dongs have nothing on these guys, and she's right. I mean, I like these today more than I liked ding dongs back in the day. And ding dongs were my favorite from Hostess. And more of them. Oh jeez, dude. E.C. Myers hooking it up in another box. And this, I'll be honest with you, dude, I'm such a good friend, I didn't even know you wrote. This is a legit, I thought it was like gonna be like a little pamphlet or a little ebook or something like that. This is a legit, like, I would see this at Barnes & Noble or something. This is legit. Look at this, The Silence of Six. I love the cover of this. What is The Silence of Six, and what are you going to do about it? These are the last words uttered by 17-year-old Max Stain's best friend Evan, just moments before he kills himself into hacking into the live stream presidential debate at their high school. Haunted by the unforgivable image of Evan's death, Max's entire world is upended as he suddenly finds himself the target of a corporate government witch hunt. Ooh, actually sounds pretty cool here. Fearing for his life and fighting for his own innocence, Max goes on the run with no one to trust and too many unanswered questions. Wow. Dude, I didn't even know. This is awesome. So look out for this book, and I'll leave a link in the description to purchase this book if you're interested. I'd like to check it out. My wife is the reader, and this actually doesn't look bad. I can read a book like this. I love video game books. There's no pictures. There's no coloring pages. There's no listen for the bell to turn the page. So my wife will read this book, and I think I'll have to check it out too. But yeah, this actually sounds pretty cool. And that's what I have today. So I thank you for watching. I do have an address. My mailing address is posted in the description below. If you want to send something, you don't have to, but it's there because people do ask sometimes, hey, can I send you this thing? And I'm happy to almost always show it off. Sometimes I don't get a chance to, but we got that option for you. So thank you for watching. Take care. With these and that's a pretty good Friday night right there. This whole box of this and read this. I think I'm okay with that, all right? Take care, man.